Hello and welcome back to another railway journey video. We're at Stanmore station. The time now is coming up to 4 o'clock, 3:52. Hello Andrew.
Hello, True Treasure Legend.
We're about to travel the entire length of the Jubilee line all the way to Stratford. Well, there were minor delays going on and now, earlier on, and now there's
severe delays.
So this is Stanmore where we're starting. Going to cut through Cannons Park, Queensbury, Kingsbury, Wembley Park, Neasden, Dollis Hill, Wilson Green, Kent, Kilburn, West Hampstead, and then all stations past Swiss Cottage, which is currently closed due to a staff shortage, and all the way to Stratford.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Transport all stations to Stratford now ready to depart. Stand clear now, please.
What about our shout out?
Minor doors, stand clear. Big shout out to Harry and Andrew. Hope you enjoyed the ride.
Thank you.
Ready to depart, stand clear.
Right, the journey time is going to be about 55 minutes to an hour.
Through the whistle, thank you.
Oh, thank you. There's a tube strike going on at the moment, but there's only some of the lines that are not working today, except for this one.
We weren't meant to be doing this yesterday, weren't we, mate?
Yeah, but because of problems.
Yeah, and that's why I did. Do you know what line it is? I did the.
This train is of 1996 stock, similar to those on the Northern Line.
This is going to be a nice bumpy ride down to.
Hey, did you enjoy your day out with Jack the other day?
Yeah.
Jack and the rest of the boys, yeah.
I managed to free up enough storage on my phone to record it. I hope so.
Well, did you like bowling with them the other day?
Yeah, did you?
Well, kind of didn't mind it. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but
I'm not a big fan of bowling myself, but I'm
as much as I used to be.
On the left-hand side.
Cannons Park, one of the least used stations according to Jeff Marshall.
So so what's happening at Swiss Cottage now?
I don't know. All going short bit of train staff. That's what happened earlier during the day.
This station is Cannons Park. This train terminates at Stratford.
Oh, this train's in a good mood.
Just to mention it, there's a 186 over here. I can see a bus.
What, 186?
Yeah.
Isn't that the bus that goes past Marie Joseph's house?
I think so, yeah. Oh.
Did you call Kieran?
My brother Stephen, can you call him please? Come film it.
Well, I don't have his number.
Oh. WhatsApp? Have you got him on WhatsApp?
Nope.
We'll have to do it later then.
You have to type it. You have to type it in on the keypad. You have to type it in on the keypad. We can't give it out on here.
I don't know it by heart.
Leave it then. Hey, do you want to call Jack?
No.
Oh shit, it's getting bumpy. Hey, did you like the video of the staring contest I did with Maddie?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking to use
Please record your message when you have finished
spare clips to use as this video. Hello, hello Jack. It's me, Harry. Well, me and Andrew were thinking about about using some video clips that you took of me and Maddie the night we were doing the staring contest as bloopers for the Jubilee line video that we're doing today. Can you call us back and let us know about that, please? All right. Take care. Bye.
This station is Queensbury.
Whose local railway station is Queensbury?
Joseph's.
Change
And Patrick?
I'll try and call Mojo myself.
Right.
I have to look. I have to look who I'm contacting. So, you know, look, I found you by accident last time, remember?
Yeah. This is like a shout out.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
He's not picking up. It's ringing, but he's not picking up.
What about Village?
I think they might join that. I don't know.
See what Village says if you want to join us.
We've got a problem with the boiler at home.
I do.
Brendan's just come round to try and fix it. The hot water's out of order.
The next station is Kingsbury. Doors will
I tried to ring earlier.
It's gone into answer machine.
I tried
Right,
to ring Lord Brennan, but he didn't answer.
This is actually one of Kieran's 4 local underground stations. He lives more closer to this one, but also in between Wembley Park, here in Wembley Park as well.
Yeah.
Shall we call him?
Yeah.
This station is Kingsbury.
Doesn't answer, ask him to call you back.
This train terminates at Stratford.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
He's gone away to Ireland.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's best if we leave him alone.
What about during Tolly?
So keep your voice down. There's other people on the train.
Sorry. During Tolly. Got plenty of time to get on the ground.
The top speed is 62 miles an hour. I'm sweaty, are you?
A little bit, not much.
And,
we'll cool down.
And then for the temperature, it's 23 degrees Celsius. We may go into another heat wave. Bumpy, innit?
Very bumpy.
I sweat like a pig. I'm sweating like a pig, look.
Did you tell people how you got to Stanmore?
Well, the way I did it was that I got the 221 from North Finchley all the way to Edgware, changed, and then changed there for 142 all the way up to Stanmore.
Do you know how I did it?
How did you do it?
I went from Oakley Park to Finsbury Park to Reed Park and then to Stanmore. You don't see many tube lines doing this, actually the curves, you know what I mean?
Well, we're just coming into Wembley Park where we joined the Metropolitan line.
And obviously Chelsea Railway don't even stop, even though they're not anywhere near it.
This is the stop for the stadium and the arena.
Yeah.
Did you see the video from when I was here in Wembley last time, seeing Guns N' Roses?
Yeah. What are you thinking about going back to Wembley? Over there, it's
Probably not for a while. How did you handle the entire? How did you handle the Guns N' Roses video? Did you watch the entire thing or halfway?
Halfway.
I filmed the entire set from the 3.5 hour set from start to finish.
The next station is Wembley Park. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for the Metropolitan line. Exit for Wembley.
Are you sweating?
Stadium.
I'm alright, mate. I bet here, mate, yeah, we got this one down there. What's on it? It will be better stuffing on the ground.
Yeah.
We'll get hot.
This station is Wembley Park. Change here for the Metropolitan line. Exit for Wembley National Stadium. This train terminates at Stratford.
When I came here to the concert about 3 months ago, I got the it was my dad that dropped me off outside the Blue Zone.
Yeah.
But it was actually meant to be the Yellow Zone, but I didn't make it clear to
Good
him.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I was just going to be held here for a minute or two longer. We've got some delays on the Jubilee line, so we're just going to be held here just to even out the gaps in the service.
What's that Jubilee line doing?
It's going in the siding.
The siding's down there.
There's a siding down there as well.
Yeah, they know. Do you like the motors of the Jubilee line?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a Metropolitan line on this side. That's Baker Street, and you've got one on your side. Where's your one going to?
It's not going anywhere. It's terminating here.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Oh, wasn't long at all.
No. Off we go. Goodbye, Wembley Park. Next station is Neasden, mate.
Neasden.
Yeah, Neasden is the next bullet point.
We may get one. You know, the Bakerloo line's the only other tube line to serve Wembley. Yeah, that's on your left. Don't forget to mention that we are passing underneath the A406 pretty soon.
And that 903 the corner is Chiltern Railway.
Yeah, from London Marylebone. Well, some people pronounce it as Marylebone. There's the A406.
The next station is Neasden. Doors will open on the right-hand side.
Do you think this station in Neasden. There's a good station for train spots in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to be careful when you come here. Neasden's quite rough.
Yeah.
Platforms are a bit too high up. They're not level. There's a Metropolitan line, as Andrew's just mentioned, that's overtaking us. Well, going the opposite direction.
Yeah, one very long. Oh, and you got two railways.
Yeah. You're catching up behind it.
Did you know, look at this, the Stratford railway line is not electrified, but the underground is. You see that, mate?
No. But it's not got the just not got the overhead pantographs.
Doors will open on the right-hand side.
Have we transported? Have you ever transported that Docklands now?
I thought about it, but I don't think I have.
Would you do it one day then?
One day when I have a bit of time.
And would you do it simple to the Metropolitan line?
Yes. Oh, look at that! They've got a nice garden platform on over here.
This station is Hill.
What time did you get your health and safety notification on your phone?
Yeah?
Me too.
Do you think they're going to keep doing it?
Yeah, it's just a word of warning in case there's in case a war comes to the UK from Russia.
Well, basically it's giving everyone a warning.
Yeah. It's a test.
We just don't have to be alarmed about it, we just have to just ignore it.
How did it make you feel? Worried?
No, it's alright. It's quiet, but...
What carriage number are we in?
96097.
96097. Right, our next stop's going to be
Wilson Green, I'm assuming.
the Wilson Green, yes.
Or what the announcement needs to say back in the day. Wilson Green, that one. That Jubilee line's having a good nice rest, ain't it?
That's probably because it might have just terminated here.
Station is Wilson Green. Doors will open on the right-hand side.
I've got 322 subs now. You know that, mate?
Nice.
I'm very happy about that. I'm working really hard.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Wilson Green. This train terminates at Stratford.
Who actually announced this, the Jubilee line?
Well, I keep forgetting her name, but I know that the other one, the other lady that does the Jubilee line announcements is Celia Drummond.
Yeah.
But we also recorded voice notes for the Northern line as well.
I think Alina Hamilton has actually does the
Alina Hamilton does the Northern line now.
Alina Hamilton, and does she do the announcement for the Battersea Cross?
Yeah. It's only for the bit towards Battersea Power Station.
don't know if we will push the buttons, but we will find out.
Yeah, one of my ex-girlfriends lives around here.
Hey?
One of my ex-girlfriends lives around here.
Fair enough. Who likes the motors of these trains? Because I like them. Do you, mate?
I don't mind them, but they are a bit noisy though. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome aboard.
This station is Gilbert. This train terminates at Stratford.
Still got a long way to go yet.
Oh, and guys, don't forget that we are going to put. We are going to be playing you a documentary shortly after we get to Stratford. So please don't be alarmed by that. It's nothing to worry about.
You're going to put the lifetime preview in it.
Yeah.
From Robert Curry. That is going to be extended.
And we are going to be talking about a little bit about the upcoming extension to Thamesmead later on, as soon as we get past North Greenwich.
Which line is going to take the DLR?
This one.
Or this line?
And the DLR as well. Right.
Has it got green light to go ahead?
No, it's been proposed.
The next station is West Hampstead. Doors will open on the right-hand side.
This is West Hampstead, which provides an out-of-system interchange to the London Overground and the Thames Link.
Actually,
3 separate stations.
that's it, you accidentally said London Overground. It's the Mildway line.
My Mildway line, whatever they call it now.
Oh, another junction.
This should be a large multi-level station with a subway connection.
This station is West Hampstead.
Did you hear that
Change
turbo
here
star
for National
roll past?
Centre
Yeah.
And London
That
Overground.
was a very noisy turbo star.
It actually sounds like a lorry.
This train
Yeah.
terminates at Stratford.
Can I say, there should be platforms on that side.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because then the Chiltern Railways can share track with, with the underground, the Jubilee line.
Have separate platforms, but share the same station. Right, our next stop's going to be Finchley Road, which is my nearest one.
Yeah, which is actually very close by the O2 centre.
Yeah.
Close to the O2 centre, yeah. And over in the distance, I'm assuming it's
That's the Sainsbury's where I used to go to work at.
Change for the
I used to work at, yeah.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is where we actually descended to tube tunnel.
Well, where we go underground. I was a general admin assistant at Sainsbury's for half a year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put my phone down now, so I can jump on.
This station is Finchley Road. Change here for the Metropolitan line. Please mind the gap between the train and the
How
platform.
do you do? Where's that Metropolitan line going to Watford?
This train
I think it is.
at Stratford.
It says, yeah, it is going to Watford, you're right.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Did he say?
That was a bit unclear.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have your attention, please? Looks like we've got some problems ahead of us. We've got smoke coming from a train at Westminster. Nothing can move until that has been investigated. London Fire Brigade have been informed and they are on their way. But the signalman is not happy with running any trains through Westminster at the present time. So at the moment we are being held here. We've got trains ahead of us, so we can't go anywhere anyway. Until the issue at Westminster has got some clarity on the issue at Westminster. But like I said, we've got smoke coming from a train at Westminster. This has to be investigated and dealt with. Fire brigade have been called. Once I get some more information, we'll of course pass it on to you. But we may be held here for some time, I'm afraid. We've got a Metropolitan train heading in approximately 2 to 3 minutes. You may be advised to get on that and then changing at Baker Street for alternative lines. Do apologise for this, but it's sort of out of our control. Once I get some more information, we'll of course pass it on to you, but due to this problem of train at Westminster, we are going to be held here. All trains are being held until the situation has been clarified.
My video for a minute.
Okay, so there is a Metropolitan train coming in now that will call at Baker Street. Passengers are probably advised to jump on that and then change where you can to reach your destinations, but please avoid using the Jubilee line for the time being. Jubilee line will be severe delays once we do get going, but nothing is moving at the present time. You are strongly advised to seek alternative routes to your destination.
Get that, Harry.
What? That's alright, we can wait.
Glad the driver's keeping us informed.
Yeah.
All these trains have actually been held for the time being. You agree, mate?
Yeah.
I'll pause my video for a bit, so we'll continue when we're moving. Actually, we've still got a long way to go yet. It doesn't move in the next 10 minutes. What are we going to do? What do you want to do, mate?
Just wait.
Trains and stations is illegal. Customers are requested not to encourage this behaviour.
On the train at Westminster has moved to Green Park now. The driver of that train is going to do all his checks. Westminster is still closed and evacuated. I have got a green signal here, so we were going to Swiss Cottage. I'm not too sure how far we'll get beyond Swiss Cottage, but we will be departing here now, so stand clear, please mind the doors. But due to this issue with the train now at Green Park, it will be very slow going, I'm afraid, for the remainder of the journey. Stand clear now, please. Mind the doors. Stand clear. Mind the doors, please.
Hey. You need to heads up, we are moving. But not the greatest speed. Earlier today it was shut.
very long wait, was it?
No.
This station is St John's Wood. This train terminates at Stratford.
Has this Jubilee line got the same door time as the Northern line?
Yeah.
Here's a platform here.
This station is Baker Street.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just to give you an update on what's going on with this incident train that we had at Westminster. There's reports of smoke coming from a train at Westminster. That train has now moved on. They're going to be actually approaching Baker Street northbound any moment now. And that might start to be fully checked over. And what we do have a clear signal here, so it looks like we may be okay for at least the next couple of stations before we start hitting red signals. So, all doom and gloom and pray, but it may slow down the further south and east we go. Stand clear now, please. Minor doors, stand clear.
I was just talking to my friend over there. Oh, sorry. We're doing a documentary for about the Jubilee line. This is the daytime shot. We've already got some I've got a nighttime version of this route. From Stanmore to Stratford. We're doing this for friends on Facebook and YouTube.
We love planes, don't we?
Central Line and the Elizabeth Line.
Hey Harry, it's all camera kill
This
filming.
train terminates at
Yeah.
Stand clear, please. Minor doors. Change for the Piccadilly and Victoria line. Exit for Buckingham Palace. This station is Green Park. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please, due to the earlier problem with the train at Westminster, the next station is closed. This is due to reports of smoke coming from the train, which is still hanging around the station. We'll be non-stop at Westminster Station. The next stop
This is
for
Green
train
Park,
will
where
be
the Jubilee line once ran
The next
to
station,
Charing Cross.
Closed and evacuated. This is due to reports of smoke. The next stop for this train will be Waterloo. This train is now ready to depart. Stand clear, please. Minor doors, stand clear. Minor doors, please. Next station will be Waterloo. Stand clear.
We're on the extension.
Passenger just recently joined us to apologise for late navigation of the station closure at Westminster. Earlier on we had smoke coming from a train at Westminster on the other platform, Hampstead platform. That train has moved on once the driver made his necessary isolations on the train. That train is now being investigated at Baker Street now. However, there is smoke still lingering in this station because of this, and that's the reason for the closure. LFB are in attendance, and once we get the order, the station will reopen. At the moment it is closed, but we're not stopping.
Right, so this is Westminster, which is currently closed. Due to a fire alert, as the driver's just mentioned.
station is Waterloo. Change here for the Bakerloo, Northern and Waterloo and City Line and National Rail services. This train terminates at Stratford.
Train is now ready to depart. Can't board this train. There's another train just 2 minutes behind. So stand clear, please. Mind the doors. Stand clear.
Don't worry, love. I'm just doing a documentary about the Jubilee line. But my friend over there, by the other door on the other side, is also doing a documentary.
No, that's all right, darling.
Same situation here also. Same situation here also. Like in India. Fighting for the seats.
Change the National Rail services.
అదే కదా నేను యూనివర్సిటీ స్టూడెంట్కి వచ్చానండి సరే యూనివర్సిటీ పార్ట్ టైం గిల్ఫర్డ్లో అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి వస్తున్నాను ఇప్పుడు మా బ్రదర్ ఉన్నాడు ఇక్కడ వాడు రూమ్లో ఉంటున్నాను 1 year
Customer service at Docklands, Waterloo and City Line, Circle Line and Bakerloo Line is closed. Central Line is suspended
Huh?
between
Yeah, it's going to Stratford, yeah.
and Woodford. It's a planned engineering good service on the rest of the line. There are minor delays on the Jubilee line.
అక్కడ రూమ్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయి లిస్ట్ టైం నీకు తెలిసి వచ్చాను తక్కువ 400 ఓకే బాగా ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఏం లేదు
Yeah.
ఆ రూమ్లో ఉంటున్నా దాన్ని చూస్తుంటే రూమ్స్ బాగుంటుంది 400
Yeah,
Bermondsey. This train terminates at Stratford.
అవునా
Now your postmate.
This is North Greenwich, where the Jubilee line will soon be extended to Thamesmead. So is it going to Beckton?
This station is North Greenwich. Exit clear for the London cable car and the O2. This train terminates at Stratford.
Stand clear now, please. Minor doors, stand back from the closer doors, please. Stand clear.
So this is Canning Town. Well,
Alright, so I'll show you the different words for Canning Town thing. Canning Town.
yeah, thank you for correcting me trying.
I doubt it, don't want to feature any, you know, trains, DNR today.
hand. Doors will open on the right-hand side. Change for the District, Hampstead and City Line, DLR and National Rail services. Change here for the District, Hampstead and City Line, DLR and National Rail services. This train terminates at Stratford. Stratford, change for the Central Line, DLR, Elizabeth Line, London Overground and National Rail service.
Right, so this is Stratford. Didn't think we'd make it Stratford today. The local time is nearly 5 o'clock. 4:58. Yeah, this is Stratford, yeah. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications, like, comment, share and subscribe. The next railway trip could be the District Line, well, from High Street Kensington or somewhere to Kensington Olympia. The next bus route's going to be, will hopefully be the 93. Right, just 1 minute.
Welcome to Stratford Station. For your safety and security, CCTV.
So many people in the way. Sorry. That man just walked right into me. Hey mate, thank you for the lovely ride.
Well, I thought you might go off.
Yeah.
Might go off and finish your ride.
The delays weren't even that long.
No, it's all doom and gloom on the radio. They've sort of cleared up very quickly, so we do. You enjoy
Yeah. Did they actually take that train? The one that caught fire earlier on? Yeah.
They met them at Baker Street and then they sort of gave it a check out. All clear.
Yeah. Well, I've asked your full name.
All right, mate. You're all right. Enjoy that again. Yeah.
Mind if we ask your full name? Okay, Kevin McIntyre. Just like McIntyre. Say hello to my subscribers. Alright. About the Jubilee line extension, so don't go anywhere. Otherwise, if you do, then don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe once again.
And also subscribe to Trace Watch and my videos as well, my YouTube channel, and you're having on the screen this one.
Okay. Hang on, I've got to put the lens on properly.
Underground carriages last a very long time, so these spanking new coaches will be carrying us when we're all 35 years older, till the year 2020. From outside they look the same as present tubes. What's new are the doors. It's the first time tube trains have been equipped with do-it-yourself doors, now standard on the district line. The trains will also have better ventilation. LT promised that 5 fans per coach will keep the temperature down when everyone outside is fuming. The train passed its experimental brake test today, which is just as well as each carriage costs the price of 7 Rolls-Royces, £350,000. At that price, it has an edge over existing tube cars.
Well, it's a smoother ride and a quieter ride too, one hopes.
Today's run had a buffet car, but LT said that was only for their engineers. The standard model will be without tea facilities. Simon Neve aboard the Jubilee line's new train.
Go forward, normal speed.
Oh, that's windy because we've heard that on the sound now. That's
Do you want to stop and go back? move the car train a bit further. Do you want to go further back?
It's going to change London, it's going to change its whole atmosphere, where people live, where they work, their affluence. It will make people richer in a real sense.
You may now pass signal GY905 and proceed to TW3, over.
Safe centre also.
The extension takes the existing Jubilee line running from Stanmore to Green Park onwards through central London and then south of the river into Southwark and Bermondsey, then north of the river to Docklands, crossing again to North Greenwich, before turning northeast to the new terminus at Stratford. The line's added 10 miles to the existing network, created 11 new stations, and has brought the underground to those neglected areas where transport has always been a problem. It's made travelling immeasurably easier for countless thousands of Londoners, commuters from the southeast of England, and tourists.
What do you think of all the new stations and the trains?
Oh, lovely, yeah, excellent. But much quicker as well, so yeah, been brilliant so far.
You see Jubilee line regularly?
Yes, every day.
And has it made a difference to your journey?
Yes, cut it by 15 minutes so far.
And what do you think of all the new stations and the trains?
They're amazing. Very, very futuristic and snazzy.
I don't use it very often, but it has been really useful.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Has it reduced your journey time at all?
Definitely, yeah.
Really impressive. It looks like something from a science fiction film.
I think it's lovely, really nice, yeah.
Waterloo to here, now in 12 minutes, but it should take me nearly half an hour.
So it's made your life a lot easier, hasn't
It is, yeah.
It wasn't always so. It's more than 50 years since plans were first made to link parts of the docks, South East and East London, to the rest of the capital. When the old London docks closed, the whole of Docklands and East London suffered badly. Then came the Docklands redevelopment, and now this is one of the capital's most dynamic and fastest growing areas. It's already a major commercial centre, one of the boldest, most impressive business centres in Europe. And all around Docklands, housing is booming. But none of this could have happened without the Jubilee line extension.
Docklands would be a failure. Canary Wharf would have razor wire around it. It simply could not support that development without a quality transport.
Which is why the government of the day, back in the 1980s, gave its blessing to a bold plan to extend the existing Jubilee line through Docklands into East London. And now the results are plain to see. The extension of the Jubilee line into Docklands and beyond has dramatically helped to change the face of this part of London. When the first underground railways were built more than a century ago, they forced a sea change in the way Londoners lived. The suburbs were opened up to commuters for the first time, and the city grew hugely. The same is now happening in Docklands, South East and East London.
I think a lot of people forget about the Jubilee line. It doesn't just come from west to east, it goes from east to west. So it has the double effect of opening up the whole of the London employment market to people who are based out here in East London, and that's very important for the whole of the economic and social regeneration of this part of London.
For the first time, the tube has come to parts of East and South East London which were always difficult to reach by public transport. Places like North Greenwich, Bermondsey, and of course the Docklands development and Canning Town. It's been a huge and complicated engineering triumph, driving a new underground through the heart of an ageing city like London, as well as having to cope with tunnelling through the kind of very difficult geology south of the river, which had always defeated the best efforts of engineers in the past.
Engineering-wise, Jubilee Line is a quite extraordinary project, extraordinarily difficult, but with extraordinarily pleasing results.
Perhaps just a little understated. When building was at its peak, the JLE was Europe's largest civil engineering project. At its height, over 30,000 people worked on the extension. Building a railway as complex as this hasn't been easy. As well as the new tunnels, signalling, new track and so on, 11 new stations have either been built from scratch or rebuilt on existing sites. Fitting new stations like Canning Town into a very limited space so that they connect with other rail and road systems has been one of the line's great engineering triumphs. Others are simply magnificent buildings.
I think the public are now seeing with the architecture that the time and the effort has been worthwhile. They can equate the scale with getting some benefits out of it. It's not mean, it's designed up for the future, not designed down to a budget price. And we're standing in a ticket hall which is quiet at the moment, but come back in 90 minutes and there'll be thousands of people flowing through here on and off the train service.
And then there's the Dome, built on the North Greenwich Peninsula, not the easiest place to reach before the line opened. Which is why the vast majority of the thousands of people visiting the Dome every day come by public transport. And in most cases, that means they come on a Jubilee line train. In fact, the new station here at North Greenwich had been designed and was actually being built when the nearby site was earmarked for the Dome. So, even before the Dome, it was designed to cope with large numbers of passengers because it's also one of London's biggest bus underground interchanges. North Greenwich looks much bigger than it is because of the way it's been designed. The effect is that the new ticket hall and platform spaces seem bigger than anything previously seen on the existing underground. Mind you, it is. Lord Foster's new station at Canary Wharf is a vast cathedral of a building, so big that the neighbouring Canary Wharf Tower, lying on its side, could fit into it with room to spare. It's big and bright and nothing like anything else on the network. With reason. It has to cope with 16,000 commuters using it every hour in peak time, all in light and comfort.
Wherever we have been able to, we've introduced natural light in a very meaningful way. In other words, it's used almost as a structuring device, the light itself.
Despite the scale and magnificence of these new buildings, the designers haven't gone out of their way to lavish money on them. In fact, a box station like Canary Wharf, in an open area like the docks, is the most efficient and cost-effective way of building a new station. The station was quite literally built under the water. In effect, a huge box was built in the docks, which became the shell of the new station. Although they haven't gone out of their way to build great underground palaces, when the space is there, they've used it at minimal extra cost. And these stations are also more spacious and better designed to cope with the future as much as the present. For example, all the underground stations have platform-edge doors for comfort and safety. And another of the more obvious features of the stations are the escalators. There are lots of them, 118 in fact. They're expensive, but they're an awful lot more convenient for passengers, something which hasn't been lost on the designers.
We've tried to always put 3 escalators instead of 2 where we can, so that when escalators break down and you have this long process of mending an escalator, you always have 2 others in use, one going up, one going down.
And as a result, London Underground now has 50% more escalators than before, simply because the numbers built into the Jubilee line's new stations. This all costs money, but most expensive was the complex engineering involved in driving tunnels and building new stations through the centre of one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Mind you, the archaeologists benefited enormously from the excavations under the city, and many of their important finds are now exhibited in the Museum of London. Finds which may never have seen the light of day were it not for the JLE.
These particular bones are in fairly good condition, which means that when they're washed and cleaned, they will be, it will be fairly easy to have a look at them, identify them, have a look at the different characteristics, etc., etc. So it should be fairly easy, and it should be fairly successful to undertake pathologies on these particular skeletons.
However, the project's unique engineering challenges have been costly and difficult to deal with.
The problems of Southwark, Waterloo and London Bridge have been immense, principally because you have these great Victorian commuter stations on top with their brickwork and Victorian architecture. The combination of these great Victorian stations, together with the other tunnels that have been put below them in the past century, the idea of putting a further set of large tunnels underneath all that is a big job.
The problems have been faced up to, they've been addressed, they've been overcome. The important thing now is really to look to the future and all the benefits that this railway is now going to give people.
I've been there when we thought the tunnelling machine might not come up the other side of the river. I've been there when the House of Parliament were going to fall apart. I've been there when Waterloo Station was slowly inching down on the station, we had to prop it up with steel. Over and over again, crisis after crisis. And okay, it's late and it's over budget, but it'll be here in 200 years' time, serving the people of London. And we've actually, the team that's done this has left something that will last forever.
I think the critics need to remember that we planned all of this and designed all of this at the height of the very terrible recession at the beginning of the decade. And by pressing on with this project, this piece of investment, we actually kept perhaps 25,000 people and many different kind of design, engineering, construction firms, actually kept them in business in this country, pushing on with this project. And that was one aspect of benefits often critics miss.
It's been estimated that half the cost of the extension has been reimbursed to the Treasury through income tax, company tax, national insurance contributions and reduced unemployment benefit payments. And it's also been one of the safest projects of its kind in Britain. Europe's single biggest engineering project, employing more than 30,000 people and lasting 6 years, was completed without a single fatality, a record recognised by prestigious awards from the British Safety Council.
JLE accident rates are well below the national average for the construction industry, and that the project's safety record is second to none.
Indeed, the project has been a wonderful advertisement for British engineering. Deep level tunnelling through a capital city, close to very sensitive historic buildings, which have been built with very little foundations, is extremely challenging and costly. And these new tunnels cross the Thames no less than 4 times. In itself, a massive task, but for the first time they've also had to overcome the notoriously difficult geology south of the river to bring the underground to places where it's previously been impossible to go.
We've conquered a whole succession of problems, week by week, day by day, I gather, to make one of the wonders of the world in terms of civil engineering.
Docklands is now established as a major feature of London's commercial life. Soon more than 200,000 people will be living and working in the apartments and towering office blocks around here, at least half of them commuting into Docklands from elsewhere. And that means commuting by tube.
We're standing here at the top of the Canary Wharf Tower, and just behind us is my little development, the World Trade Centre. All of these things are employers. These are places where people can work. That's the significance of it. It makes it possible for this to be a major area of employment, and that means that the beneficial employment effects of the area can spread now right across London.
Until the Jubilee line extension opened, one of the best ways of getting into the area was by the Docklands Light Railway. But that was already feeling the strain of coping with so many customers long before the first JLE train was running. And the existing roads were clearly not up to the job either. All these people needed a fast, efficient way of either getting into and out of Docklands in East London, or of travelling onwards to the rest of London.
It was realised in the late 80s that more capacity was eventually needed than even the much improved and expanded Docklands Light Railway could provide, because that's essentially light rail technology, much enhanced, and a full-scale metro line was needed, and that's what we've got. We've got a world city, world-class metro.
Journey times have been cut dramatically. For example, Waterloo to Canary Wharf now to about 13 minutes. Westminster to North Greenwich, about 18 minutes. Bond Street to Canada Water, about 21 minutes. Canada Water to Stratford, about 16 minutes.
In West London, probably even now, they haven't really clocked in to the fact that you could be kind of working in exhaust-filled, smelly Oxford Street and living out here by the river or by the docks, and you can get here in 15 minutes.
So, the new line is making a big difference to the way people travel in and out of Docklands and East London. But it's also having a big impact on other places, like Bermondsey and Southwark, where there wasn't a tube station at all before the JLE came along.
When it was first proposed, I battled very hard to make sure it didn't just have London Bridge and Waterloo just into Lambeth, but that it also had not only Canada Water, but Bermondsey and Southwark. Because it's no good having a line that goes underneath the community without being available to the community. The Jubilee line will make this bit of South East London part of the tube map at last, after 100 years.
And it's not just Bermondsey and Southwark. It's also improving the way we travel about the rest of London as well.
We think that about a quarter of all Londoners actually gained some time saving because we've changed the bus network, we've altered 65 bus routes, they feed into the 3 or 4 new bus stations. There's time savings from places as far as 10 miles away from the actual railway, places like Bexley Heath and Chislehurst and Thamesmead and Woolwich. People living there can change their working lifestyles, actually feasibly get to the West End for jobs and for shopping and for leisure trips, and they wouldn't have done that before.
For example, the Jubilee line is now the only service which connects with every other London Underground line, so no journey is ever more than 1 station change away. And of course, this also takes the strain off some of the older, more congested lines too.
It's just a marvellous achievement to be part of and now to see people using it and enjoying it. And it shows, I think, what can happen given the right levels of investment in public transport and the support to deliver things. This is what you get.
To train 701 on 9 Road, leading car 96076. Are you receiving, over?
The nerve centre for the new line.
You may now pass signal GY905 and proceed to TW3, over.
The Jubilee Line's control centre in West London uses the very latest technology to bring efficiency and safety to operations. As many as 56 trains at any one time can run on the new line. Almost everything has been automated. Even station cameras can be switched on and guided from these consoles. It's one of the first lines to have a direct and secure radio link to train drivers in case of a problem.
Proceed down to TW3. Proceeding to TW.
The trains themselves are all new, all with enhanced ventilation and equipped with onboard electronic information systems. And they're more comfortable too.
I think it's really good. It's a really nice, smooth ride. It's light and it's airy. It's very, very pleasant.
The way it looks is superb. I think there's been a lot of thought put into the design behind it.
It looks as though it's got lots of space for people to travel as well.
The JLE's new trains are based at a purpose-built maintenance shed at the Stratford Market Depot at the far east end of the line. The building itself is a landmark. It's the biggest single-span maintenance building in the London Underground network and has won awards for the way it's been built. It's here that the trains are serviced and repaired. Inside it's big enough for them to work on up to 11 trains at the same time. Outside there's room to work on another 27. Another of the JLE's innovations is a repeated gap in the power rails. The fact that they don't run the whole length of the train means routine maintenance work can be carried out safely and confidently. Safety is absolutely fundamental to the construction of the new line. Protected safety features have been built into the project from the very start, not added along the way to old Edwardian and Victorian buildings and equipment. Long before the first paying passenger travelled on one of the new Jubilee line trains, the line was rigorously tested. The safety checks amounted to one of the most intensive periods of testing of any London Underground system since the Victoria line was commissioned more than 30 years ago. Track, train, staff, management and operating procedures and signalling have all been rigorously checked.
The contractor's been doing his own tests before he can commission the signalling. Once he's completed his testing, we then have the JLEP, our own design people, review the new system. The chief engineers groups review the system, and we have our own people doing a safety case on the system. So before it's commissioned or before we can run a train over it, we have all these groups of people have to say, yes, we think that's...
I would say that the intensive effort we've put in with our contractors and with the LUL Chief Engineers Group has culminated in one of the most rigorous assessments ever undertaken of any signalling system and any train-borne signalling system in the world.
The communications and signalling equipment built into the new line have been some of the most complicated and modern in the world. The trouble with state-of-the-art engineering is that you do inevitably have teething troubles. It has to be integrated into existing systems, and the unforeseen always lurks around the corner.
We've been right in the leading edge of a lot of this technology for railways, learnt lots of the lessons of the past, and this all creates problems which again we have to overcome. But they've all been succeeded, and I think when you look back with hindsight, people will say it's a great railway, it's delivering lots of benefits, and even though the cost and time has gone up, it's been worth waiting for, worth the extra money because of the benefits it's given to everybody.
It is with enormous pride and pleasure
that I cut this tape and open the Jubilee Line Westminster Station.
Those benefits became fully apparent just before the last Christmas of the old millennium, when the final station on the new line was formally opened to the public.
Today is triumph. Today we open the most exciting addition to the Underground in 20 years. Today we are completing the reshaping of London with an Underground, our historic task.
Westminster, possibly one of the project's most difficult stations to build, is 120 feet below the pavement level and horribly close to the River Thames and Big Ben. The west and eastbound platforms of the Jubilee line were stacked one on top of the other underneath the existing Circle and District lines, which had to be kept open for passengers throughout construction. Imagine the engineering nightmare.
I think that not only Londoners but the whole British nation ought to be tremendously proud of what we've achieved in this extended Jubilee line.
It'll mean ability to get to work, it'll mean ability to go out in the evening, it'll mean ability to have people come and visit. Public transport, good underground system to make the places accessible.
I think one of the things that's sort of nice about this system is that there's lots of surplus capacity. So I think the stations and the line itself will serve London for years.
It's the first time in London we've ever built a railway which was big enough for the people who use it. For the first time we've got the underground space right, we've got the architecture right, and it will last. It's built to last. People build buildings today to last 20, 30 years. These buildings, this architecture, this civil engineering will last 200 years and will be absolutely central to people's lives who live and work in London and anybody who visits London.